What's up, guys? Andrew Brand here with the Sleepy Boys in Blacktongue / Infinite Annihilator, as well as Cooper, Travis from my band Galactic. Then we got Alex, Aaron, and Eddi. And this is very last minute. We slept for about 2 hours last night because we were all drinking and doing some dumb shit.
Hungover as fuck.
Hungover as fuck. Off my fucking nuts.
But yeah, we figured we would just tell some tour stories because that's something we can all do, and we all got some very weird shit to tell you guys. So we toured with you guys 5 years ago, and it's been fucking half a decade since the last time we saw each other. And when we toured together, some crazy shit happened. I feel like almost every single day.
Yeah.
Can you put that on the ground? It's like fucking up the mic. Sorry.
Fuck me, right?
Fucking idiot. But yeah, so the last time we toured together, I feel like some crazy shit happened like almost every single night. Travis wasn't there at the time. Unfortunately, he wasn't in the band yet. But the rest of us, I don't know. The one that always sticks out to me the most is the time that there was a boxing match in a kid's basement.
Oh shit.
So I think it was like the third day of the tour. We stayed in
Calgary.
So much shit happened that night.
Oh man,
like, it was endless. The amount of things.
Yeah, so we were in Calgary, and one of the local bands offered that all of the bands stay at his place. So it was us, Blacktongue, and a band called Lifeforms from California. So that in and of itself was like 15 people.
Yeah.
And
there was loads of his mates
and that guy's band, and he also invited over a bunch of friends.
It wasn't even his house, was it? It was his
parents'
house
or something.
It was his mate's house.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
that's
that.
That's why the big fight happened.
And I think wasn't
shit.
his friend one of his friend's dad a heart surgeon as well?
Yeah, he was like a doctor or something.
The downstairs had like its own cinema and shit.
Yeah,
it was fucking
and he didn't tell us any of this. He was just like, "Do you guys want to come over?" And we're like, "Sounds good." And then we got there, and it's probably the biggest house I've seen in my entire fucking life.
Like a mansion.
And it was like a lakefront property. They had like a dock that went into the water, which I'm pretty sure you guys skinny dipped off.
I skinny dipped in and got immediately told off.
Told us not to, man.
I wonder why.
It was pitch black, so who gives a shit?
But yeah, so at some point in the night, I don't remember when exactly this happened, the guy who invited us over was like, "You guys all need to go to sleep." And we were all
obviously we were fucked up, weren't we? So we were like, not a chance, brother.
Yeah. Listen, I know it's your house, but we're gonna
fuck off.
It was the guy whose house it was just like, right, everyone needs to wind down now. And the guy we actually invited as his friend, he was just like, "Oh no, let's keep partying." And obviously we were all smashed, so we were like, "Yeah, let's keep partying."
Yeah,
absolutely, fucking loads of us. And then did they bust out the boxing gloves before or after we decided to fight?
It was after. It was like, "Well, why don't I fucking fight you for it?"
And I was like, "Yeah, well, why don't you fight for our right to party then?" So basically,
obviously,
and that is literally what they did.
I was swagged out behind time.
Oh, that was another thing as well. But they pulled out some boxing gloves, and then basically just had a fight with this guy, like full on fist fight.
It was fucking brutal because I was absolutely off my fucking box. And I remember like it booted off, and like as soon as he was like, "Right, go," he led with a knee. Yeah, went in and just like fucking filling him in the corner. I was like, "Ooh."
The guy whose house it was absolutely smashed.
And then you guys got even more hyped because we were just like, "Holy fuck!" Yeah. And it was the battle between. I remember the guy who, if he won, we were going to stay up and party. His name was Tim. Yeah. So obviously everyone was like, Tim.
But then he got like his head like caved in.
No, didn't he win?
No, he got fucked up, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, he got like proper knocked out.
And then we all decided that he won though.
Yeah.
So we continued to
it was just majority vote. Yeah. It was swing vote. Right.
So he lost, and we were just like, all right, well, we're gonna stay up anyways.
Well, this is the thing. This is where it gets fucking absolutely hilarious because this is where I start to black out. And like obviously it's like doctor's house, I'm blacked out. I really vaguely remember getting fucking woken up by you. You were like, "We need to get the fuck out of this."
Yeah, I was the designated driver, so I went to bed after the fight because it was like 3 a.m, and I was like, "Hey guys, we gotta drive for like 10 hours tomorrow."
Yeah, no, we didn't go to bed straight after the fight. No. So I remember getting woken up, and I was like, obviously when you partied, like.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, fucking, I was like, "Where's Aaron?" I was like, "I don't fucking care."
Yeah.
I get into the fucking van, and then like that's it. I don't remember that. And then I wake up, maybe about 9 hours later, and I wake up in a car that is completely still by the side of the road with all the doors open in the flattest landscape I've ever seen in my life. And I woke up and I was like, and I look outside and I was like, this is it. I was like, I fucking died. Sorry. And I looked outside and I was like, oh, this might actually be it. And I looked outside and I was like, oh god, there's nobody here. I'm just gonna have to walk through this field forever. And then somebody's head popped up out of the ditch and was just like, hello. Just having a piss. I was like, no, my god, no. It's reality. It's even worse. And they're like, oh, we're just having a piss. I was like, oh, what happened? And they're like, right, well, you spewed all over a guy's very expensive fucking rug.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah. And then laid in it as well.
Yeah, and then laid in it. I was like, ooh.
That's how I woke you up. I was like, hey man, wake up. And you rolled over and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go way out there.
And then they were like, we can't find Aaron anywhere. And they found him asleep in the shower with the shower turned on, dick in hand.
Completely naked. Yeah, where's he in the bathtub or the shower?
There's a shower.
Yeah, so you were in the bathtub and the water was like filling up. Like, bro, you almost died that day.
Yeah.
That's the first I've heard of that. I didn't realise the water was really like.
Yeah, it kept running, dude. It was running like the whole time.
I'm pretty sure we all got in the van and I was like about to drive away and I looked in the rear view because you guys like were just like ready to go and I was like, hey, where the fuck is Aaron? And you're like, oh yeah. And then we went back in the house and we're looking for you for like a while. Like it was like at least 15 minutes. And then we found you in this like his upstairs bathroom.
Dude, it was like his sister's fucking room or something. And you somehow found your way in there. We only found you though by a trail of your fucking dirty clothes on the way. And we were like, they smell like piss.
The more we found out about this, the better.
Dude.
Because we've been telling this story for years.
It's like a little more.
Yeah, but also it just never does it justice to how it actually was.
It was absolute fucking chaos.
It was insane.
One of the best nights we've ever had on Salt Over. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that was like, again, I think that was like the second date of the tour that we played. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was not far in at all.
No. And then that really set the tone for the rest of the tour. We're like, okay, we're in for some shit.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, it was good. Great fucking time. But yeah, that's the one that always comes to mind when I think of like crazy tour stories. There was lots more from that thing we did, just because I feel like something crazy happened every night. But I don't know, maybe you guys want to tell one next or whatever?
The one that comes to mind for me is the last day of that Russian tour when it was my birthday. And I blacked out like pretty much immediately after we finished the set.
Awesome.
And well, I don't know the story as well, so I'm hoping you're going to take over from me.
You're gonna have to fucking refresh your memory.
The one was it Kaliningrad? It was the last day of this Russian.
Oh shit! Oh yes,
no,
that's
the one
a good
before
one.
The last one.
Kaliningrad, yeah.
And it was my birthday. So we basically finished the set, and then at the time, me and Alex were just really into doing karaoke, even though it wasn't
For some reason,
it wasn't even a karaoke bar. We just put ourselves on stage. It was like play some songs and give us a mic. We're gonna do karaoke.
Yeah, they were like
to nobody. It was just us and a couple of guys in the venue.
Yeah. What did we do?
Fucking loads. We just didn't get off the stage.
System of a Down.
It's all on YouTube.
Yeah,
you can
YouTube.
It's all on YouTube.
You can.
But we've been drinking all day anyway, and then basically, as soon as we got on stage, it was like we were performing monkeys or something. So they just kept coming and giving us drinks, one after another. Like, yeah, fucking hell, smashing it, whatever. Fucking having a real good time. Like before I know it, I'm blacked out. Then one of you guys is next.
Well, this is the thing. This is when I was absolutely off my nut. But I was like walking down the stairs. There was like this little straight bit of path, and then like downstairs, then like another bit, because it was quite a big venue. I remember I went down this first set of stairs, and I tripped over something. I was like, "What's that?" And it was just your body. You were just like this. And I was like, "Fucking hell." So I like put you in like the recovery position. I was like, I guess that's like all I could do. And then just like carried on going like back down to get more fucking vodka.
You were there for most of the night.
Oh yeah.
Like it was like laid on the stairs, like hard stairs as well. There was no carpet. It was just like tile stairs. He was laid like sprawled across them, just covered in his own sick. Just going.
I was sick a lot that night.
It's a little bit sick from that time.
But then it got real bananas when we got back to the hotel, didn't it? Like somehow.
Don't remember any of it.
Well, this is the thing. Like somehow we got back to the hotel, this hostel, But like during that time, the fucking alcohol had absolutely fucking pickled our brain. Like about my girlfriend at the time gets a call from me saying, I don't know where I am. They've left me in the fucking taxi, and the taxi driver's just driving me around fucking Kaliningrad. And then she was like, where are you? You need to fucking tell us where I am. I was like, I don't know, I can't see anything out the window. And I was like, fuck, oh, you need to help us, you know, like fucking like put the phone down or whatever. She rang James and was like, where's Alex? Like, please, you know, like he's lost in Kaliningrad somewhere. And he was like, he's fucking above me. He's in a bunk bed above me now. And I was in this bed, like, like fucking freaking out, thinking I was in the back of a taxi. I was not. I was in a bunk bed. Then we all got teffed out of bed by him, like, because we had to drive.
Thankfully as well, he's good at getting us out.
He's very good at teffing us out of bed.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
We had like a big old drive from Kaliningrad to, where was it?
I don't know, but we weren't asked of it. Like, all of us, even James was drunk. This is the fucking amazing thing, is he managed to get us all up and out and basically back home. And he was just as drunk as we were.
Yeah.
But we were in this like taxi for what was like basically like, it felt like 10 days. It was fucking horrific there. Yeah. And we got to this border control, didn't we?
It was red. Oh god, that was one of the most red hot things we've ever done. Because fucking Aaron was just like not having any of it. He's leaning out the window, he's like, fuck off. like just it's like, Aaron, just fucking chill out for 2 minutes. Just show me passport. He's like, fuck off.
I was so tired and grumpy.
It was rough.
Oh, that's
amazing.
That wasn't the time, because there was another time where we was in an airport. It might have been Russia, it might have been Germany, where you were still drunk from the night before, and we'd driven down in a taxi, and just to see you through, you bought a full bottle of vodka, and we just sat in
the airport.
Yeah. It was a super tiny airport. It was like there was like fucking one plane or something. I don't know, ridiculous. But it was this tiny airport with a tiny waiting room, and he was like, "Fuck this!" Got a bottle of vodka. It's still steaming already. Got a bottle of vodka and sat down, and it was just sat there going, just drinking his vodka straight out of the bottle, and then just fucking farted real loud.
That was Germany. We flew into London, and we had to get from London to Yorkshire, and he like pressed his fucking ass up against the glass of a coffee shop and farted as loud as he could. And we were like, what the fuck do we do? He's absolutely off his rock. It was horrible. I hated that.
Fucking ridiculous.
Because they blasted off through fucking
King's Cross.
King's Cross itself, and like went through London, and I was like, well, I guess I'll just fucking handhold him through London, and he would just walk about.
Oh yeah, we walked fucking ages as well. Yeah, smashed.
And they just couldn't be arsed. I was like, right, I guess this is my job.
We could be arsed for the first like 10 hours of travelling, and after that, after he's necked a full bottle of vodka. No,
this is your problem.
Remember the first festival we did with me and the band?
Yeah.
Was at Armstrong, and these guys have been telling me like the entire time I was in the band, like, oh, just you fucking wait for the festival, buddy. And I was like, I don't know, dude. I'm 19. I will outdrink you guys. Like, I'm invincible. All right. So we showed up to the fucking festival, and like before we even finished setting the tent up, I think I had drinking like 3 1-liters of breezers, just like a fuckload of growers, like any cider I could get my hands on. I was a bitch. I hated beer. So they roasted me for that.
Yeah. Well, because you did not help set up anything.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. I was like, I set up a drum kit every time we played show. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, we had to set up like our tent for like the whole 3 days, and we were like trying to get all this shit together. And he showed up and brought nothing. Like, he didn't have an air mattress or like I think he had like a pillow and a blanket. And we're like, hey man, like, what's your fucking plan here? Like, what are you gonna do? He's like, oh, I'm just gonna like share one of your guys' air mattresses. We're like, no, dude.
Yeah, I was told that this festival was backlined. So
it was.
I did not bring a mattress.
If I backed that, I thought you meant fucking.
Yeah, they're backlining your fucking sleeping ring.
So the first night we were there, I was fucking trashed by like 20 minutes after we got there.
Yeah.
And I think me and Coop went and checked out some of the bands after we kind of set up. And I don't fucking remember anything about that night except for like Ninja Spy was headlining that night, I think.
Yeah.
And we were all like, us and all the Angel Maker guys were standing around. And halfway through like a conversation with somebody, I just started leaning in one direction and I just walked away. I was just like, I'm going back to the tent because I'm gonna fucking pass out.
Yeah.
And you guys came back and found me just like passed out in a chair, right?
Yeah, you also ate a cardboard box that day. Yeah.
An entire PBR box.
Yeah.
Right?
I think someone like...
No, it was the stupidest shit. I was fucking drunk as hell and I was like, just sitting there with an empty PBR box.
And someone was just like, I bet you won't eat that.
No, that's not even how it happened. I think I was just like...
I bet me I can eat it, probably.
And somebody was like, no. And I was like, all right. And I just started tearing up and I ate an entire fucking...
Absolutely nobody. Me.
Yeah. Dude, like an entire card. I ate the whole box.
Yeah.
And then I think I just, at the end, just flipped myself over in my chair and that was it.
Oh, was that you?
I just sent myself over.
There was another time at a different festival where, again, he brought fucking nothing. So we're all in the tent and it's like, I'm pretty sure it was like raining hard as fuck. So we were going to sleep in the van or whatever instead of the tent because we're like, that's going to suck. And we couldn't find him at all, and it's like midnight, pitch black, raining, so we're like, fuck man, like where's Travis? So we go to the tent and his body is in the tent, his head is outside of the flap with the tent, this thing zipped up around his neck. So his head is outside of it and we're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh man, just in case I puke, so like my head's already outside. And like the inside of the tent is completely soaked, like he's sleeping in a pool of water. And we were just like, dude, like a fire ant is gonna crawl into your nose and you're gonna die.
You're gonna bite you on the brain.
Yeah. And I think we tried to get him up, like physically tried to lift him, and we're like, come to the van. Like, no dude, and we're just like, fucking fine, whatever. And then the next morning we woke up and we're like, all right, well, let's see how this goes. And he was just like, hey guys, how's it going? Just like totally fine.
Yeah, it's absolutely fucking peak level.
Oh my god.
The alarm. You have to tell him about the alarm, dude.
Yeah, he had an alarm set for like 5 a.m.
I don't know why I did my phone.
Work, I guess, and
the most annoying sound.
Yeah, so we woke up to that, and
this was following
Travis,
the first night that we got to that festival.
Turn your alarm off, and he's like asleep and blackout drunk, so he's like, nah, it's not my alarm. I'm like, I can see in your pocket, it's your phone, turn it off. And I was like super pissed because he's not listening. So I think like I found his phone for him. Like I just reached into his sleeping bag and found it and like turned it off and put it back at first, and then went back to sleep, and then it went off again 5 minutes later. So then I turned it off and just like threw it out of the tent and didn't say anything. And then he woke up and he's like, I can't find my phone.
Dude, I woke up and not remembering anything from the night before. I'm like, holy shit. And we
didn't even tell you what
they were so pissed about it that they let me like go on for a couple minutes.
For like a while. And he was like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do without my phone. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
That was the first day of that first festival. Like they were like, oh, we're gonna fucking get you.
The first festival we ever played with him and all this shit.
Yeah, he was like, turn off your fucking alarm, and I was just like,
his phone off.
No.
Yeah, he said no, and I was like, what?
That was
speaking of. That's hilarious.
Cooper, turn off your fucking alarm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we was in Zurich in Switzerland a couple of months ago, and it was pretty obvious from like just the way that the crowd was stood, like this big old fucking horseshoe, and like the people that were like cutting about in there was like definitely some like crew action going on, and you can point them out. Like they're like straight up and down, full sports gear and that. And you're like, right, okay, so there's some crews going on here.
Yeah.
Everyone was, all the crowd was like,
yeah, like pressed against the wall, like, please don't hit me. And, you know, it was good. It was a good show and that. And then obviously we get to HHC, and I always do that like absolutely over the top fucking mosh call that everybody in this room's a fucking target. And the second that last word has left my lips, everyone's like, nope, not for me. And just fucking turns and leaves the fucking venue.
Honestly, it went from 300 people at a show to 4 people in 10 seconds.
They were all still there. There was just a separate room to the side where the merch was.
They're like peeking over.
Literally peeking in, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, I've never seen anything like it. They were just like, no.
Yeah.
Turn to the side and like, it's like there was so many people trying to get out of this tiny wall. This tiny door. There was like...
Still playing at the same time. We'd already started playing the song at that point.
Until there was those...
You guys are all
until there was just 4 guys left in there and just beating the shit out of each other.
Really in the zone. Like look to the left and like Alex was creasing. Look
to the left and like fucking Northern Luke, the fifth member of BT, was just. It was just like on the floor crying with laughter at how funny it was. And I was just stood there like,
as soon as I realised what happened,
I don't even know what to do.
As soon as I realised what happened, I looked around and everybody in the band was just creasing, and there was these 4 guys just beating the fuck out of each other. For the whole song, it was like, what the fuck?
And it was like some people just like from the merch room just looking around the corner like that. Like,
is it over yet?
There was like loads of videos on social media like after the gig we was looking through, and there's people just filming it from the side just saying nope.
Oh my god,
that was fucking wild.
That's hilarious.
That's the first and only time the mosh calls backfired, isn't it? Yeah. It's like everyone's in this room's a fucking title. I'm not in this room then, but
like, it usually works.
This is my
it's usually like all the people that wanted to mosh, like, right, this is my fucking, that's the signal. And all the people that are on the fence are like, if I don't mosh, I'm going to get my head fucking caved in, so I need to mosh. But that one, no, everyone's like, not for me. Straight 2 seconds after saying it, bounce.
There was another time in Russia as well, I think it was playing Moscow, and we were just having a good time, whatever. We went out for a cig, and then there was a queue of like fucking 200 people. I was like, oh, this is going to be a big show. Real nervous, so started drinking, just absolutely chugging vodka back. Again, like fucking got absolutely at my face and just stood at the door where the security was, and I was like, they was going past security and then coming to me, and I was like, stop. Like putting him against the side, patting him down. Every single person. And I was like, have you got any drugs? You got any weapons? Or anything like that. I was like, no. I was like, okay, you're free to go. No, every single person.
And nobody like recognized that.
They were fucking loving it.
Yeah.
But like eventually everyone was like, what are you doing?
Is this a joke anymore, or are you actually?
Because like nothing he was doing was funny. He was just
super serious. That continued for
then you started using the power of it as well. It wasn't just patting people down. It was like, stop, turn around, face that way, crouch down, look over there.
Spreading cough.
And they were doing it. They were full
do the Thriller.
Hilarious. Then we ended up playing. I was absolutely blackout drunk while playing. And fucking, it got to like sort of near the end of the last 2 songs or something. I was like, my arm's just not working. Everything's just broken. What the fuck's going on? I was like, fuck it, I'll just push wing it, just make sure everyone's whatever, fucking keep playing. And then the song stopped, we got asked to do an encore. I was trying to figure out my shit. I was like, no, it's broken. So I was like, boys, I'm gonna have to just.
It wasn't.
I was gonna have to go in the pit. And throw it down. Like, whatever, then just do it. So they went on stage and played, I think it was Purgatory or something, without being out in the pit, and no one pitted because I was just in the pit. They all like, what the fuck's going on? and I like fucking got told off big time by the boys for just being too smashed, which is quite right. And then the next day, it turns out I just hadn't turned my amp on. So I was just like, fucking.
It's like, where was it?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's broken. There's no other way.
It was in Fayetteville or something, and like, we got there like relatively early, and on either side of the venue was 2 strip clubs.
Seedy as hell.
The strippers were fucking beat, weren't they? We made the mistake of leaving you in one of them, and because of your embarrassment, the only thing you felt you could do was just stay there. Because obviously they're trying to make you drink, aren't they?
Yeah, it was just me in there. Honestly, it was a strip club about the same size as this little living space here, and there were like one stage, and all of them were like proper saggy boobs, like cesarean scars, like haggard, absolutely fucked. And they were real nice, obviously, because they want your money. But I was just fucking like, fuck it, I'll stay here and get drunk and that. And time just passed so quickly in my mind. And he charged me, he's like, Ed, what the fuck are you doing?
So we're all on.
And I was like, oh, fucking hell, chill out, I didn't realise what time it was. Got there, absolutely drunk again. We got to the side of the stage, dodging about, couldn't put my guitar on myself.
Well, this is the thing, I remember I was fucking on the stage, and I saw you for like a good minute trying to put your guitar strap on. And I went up to you and I was like, Ed mate, are you going to be alright? And you looked me dead in the eye and was just like, do you trust me? I was like, Ed, of course I trust you. And you went, never fucking question me again, man. And I was just like, do you know what, fuck you. I was like, do whatever you fucking want.
Play the set, and obviously I was drunk, but I knew
did not miss a fucking note.
I don't know, it was pretty terrible. I remember it being terrible, but I don't know, go with that.
At least you tried to grab
on. That was the day that Robin Williams
Which is why I was real sad.
That's super random.
And that big tad as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was the big poop day.
And then he did the biggest shit ever.
It was the set anyway, and
massive.
I was like fucking.
It was rearing out of the fucking bowl, that one.
It was that big. I looked at it. I was like, okay, I can't put any toilet paper on that, so I had to like put the toilet paper to a side after I'd wiped, And I was like, guys, you need to come and see this.
I couldn't believe it. The pictures didn't do it justice.
No.
It stretched right far back.
You couldn't see the end because it was
and then it came right up out the fucking surface of the lake.
Just like
right to the top of the trees.
This big.
It was ridiculous.
And it just slips right out as well. No pain, no blood.
It's like a baby eel.
Speaking of Aaron's poo stories.
The lake demon.
We've been talking about this because
the lake demon.
Because we think because of how much he's been bringing it up that the demon's actually been whispering in the back of his mind ever since he's touched down in Canada, and it's been drawing him back in.
So to give you guys some context, because they're like, what the fuck? Last time we toured, we stopped at what was it called? Like the place of 1,000 lakes or some shit?
Yeah, it was like an area of Ontario called 1,000 Lakes.
Yeah.
And we stopped there.
So one of the 1,000 lakes, I guess, was on the side of the highway. And I think Aaron was literally like, I've always wanted to shit in a Canadian lake. And we were like, all right. So we pulled over and
opened his arsehole and just
you were just wearing like gym shorts and you were going in the lake. There's a video of this and it's hilarious. And the rocks were slippery as fuck, so you kept falling. And you got in the lake, and you were like, "Oh, I'm scared. Like, what if water goes inside of my ass?" And you were like, "Don't worry, your ass is like a camera. It's got an aperture that closes. It's got like pulleys and valves and stuff.
If there's anyone who knows everything about arseholes, it's Alex.
And you just like completely believed him. You're like, oh, that makes sense. So you
never lied to me.
So you did your thing.
I did a shit, but I was like kind of half floating. Did a shit, I just went. And when that I was like, oh god, I need to get away from it. The more I swam, the faster it came towards me.
You're just like 20 feet out in the lake, just like screaming, trying to swim away from some shit that's like floating towards you.
So then the demon came into your arsehole.
He was right. Your arsehole is not like a camera.
Not for demons. It
doesn't make a lick of sense. It's nothing like a camera. It's an arsehole. So of course, once the poo came out and I was underwater, my arsehole was gaping open. And a lot of water and a lake demon apparently just went.
Well, he was waiting for it. It was like it was right at the cusp of your arsehole. It was like, here we go. It's like
fucking Mario.
I didn't realise how bad it was until we were driving for quite a while and we stopped at that
weird little castle thing.
Thing. And I needed another shit. Well, I thought it was a shit. went to the toilet. It was just black sludge came out my ass. It wasn't brown. It was black. I half expelled the demon.
Yeah.
Some of it's probably.
I remember you came in and you were like, "Smell this," and I was like, "That smells like rotten leaves." I was like, "There is a demon inside of your bowels."
I think the funniest part of this story is like I still have this quote on my phone.
Oh god.
5 years on.
I'm not even kidding. I have not changed phones apparently. I don't know how this works. Thank you, iCloud, I guess. But so Aaron's trying to come out of the lake, right? You're there,
shit.
Alex.
I remember this.
And this is a classic, dude. So you're like, Aaron, you're gonna have to come out like a primordial lizard. Like the first fish to ever walk on land. That's just the funniest shit.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
Because you kept like trying to get up and then you kept slipping on the rocks. So you ended up kind of just like swimming up, like beaching yourself on the fucking.
Like the first fish to ever walk on land.
Like how does it?
Amazing. Classic quote. I got read one.
There's no way this video's getting monetized.
Doesn't matter. Your channels get deleted probably.
Oh, probably.
For the better.
Also, that guy's probably going to ring up and ask for fucking money for his dad's carpet. Well, you ain't getting it, sorry. Yeah, no, I forgot. Yeah, me, you, and Northern Luke, we went into this bit. It was the bit that had been the venue that we were playing in.
It was turned into like the shittest nightclub ever.
Yeah. We just you were like, what's like the most amount of cider I can get? Like, just fill one of these jugs with cider. And she's like, we don't have cider on tap. And he was like, well, how many bottles can you put in it? She was like, about 6. It was like, we'll just do that for 3 of them. Because he fucking loves buying big old drinks, our Aaron. Yeah, it's a big thing of cider. So me and Northern Luke are sipping away at it, listening to Smash Mouth and the like. And then like he's already fucking nailed it. He's like already got onto the fucking like quadruple whiskies or something, going more and more dead behind the eyes. And then like we're like dancing away and having like a boogie and that, and then you were just like getting right in people's faces and just were like like trying to dance with them, but with like completely dead expression.
Trying to be really nice and friendly,
but like coming across like an absolute fucking
serial killer.
Yeah, and we're like, right, we're gonna have to get you home now. Like we'll go to the bit that was the accommodation, the bit that was sleeping in. We was like trying to pull you away. You were just like, and then you kept falling over and just like laying on the floor. Was like, what on earth do we do? We'll get you up and I'll be having a fucking dart or something. I'd turn around and again you'd just be on the floor, but like not dramatically or anything, but just completely straight on the tarmac, just like passed out. I'm like,
this is my bed now. This is it. Leave me alone.
I was like, for fuck's sake, like, all I wanted to do was have a dance.
Jesus Christ.
Remember St. Catharines, Ontario.
Okay,
We'll
do one more.
And we finished the show, and we're all set to leave to go to like some person's house after the show. But you guys all want to go to the bar.
Oh,
and then one of our old previous members,
we do like going to bars,
who shall not be named, was like, oh, you know what, guys, like we kind of gotta go. And then you were like, no, we kind of gotta go to the bar. So then you're just like, okay, like just be quick then, and then come back here like as soon as you guys are done, and we'll head out. And then he was like, you go to the bar, and then you guys are getting wasted, and that may or may not have been the night where I think you, Aaron, were like, how many beers do you have? To the bartender. And they were like, what? What do you mean how many do we have this kind and this kind? Is that what you're asking? No, you're like, no, like, how many do you have?
Of each do you have? How many cans do you have?
And you were like, and they gave you a number, and you were like, is that all that's in the fridge? And they were like, yeah. You're like, I'll buy the entire fridge. I'll really clear out the fridge.
I'll remember it clear as day.
Yeah.
She was like, all that in there, and like, yeah. And you're like, it's mine now.
Yeah.
And just threw about $400 into her face. It was absolutely insane. And then I remember, we was all walking out with big fucking carry bags full of beer, weren't we? And I'm pretty sure I shagged the kid's mum.
You know, no, that was a different night.
I don't remember that.
Well, I'm pretty sure I banged some guy's mother.
Alright, so those were some of our craziest tour stories. Once again, we got Alex, Aaron, Eddie, Travis, Cooper, lots of crazy shit. If you guys ever have the chance to go see Black Tongue, definitely do it. I'm so happy to see you guys. It's been 5 fucking years, which is crazy.
I'm going to be sick any minute as well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I haven't eaten in like 12 hours, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to go get some sleep, and these guys are going to drive to their next venue, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.
Yeah! Slayer!
Alright, I'll see you guys later.